Well, hey everybody, it's Chris, Procrastinator's Garage, and yeah, it's starting to warm up. It was like 45 yesterday, it's supposed to be 48, a high of 48 today, and yeah. So I'm making up there actually, the neighbors I'll be talking about in a minute. And then the neighbor guy over there, I'm gonna give them some. Well, I'm giving that guy on the corner 4 free car washes, and then each of their vehicles 4 free car washes, so 8 of them. He's got the storage unit on the opposite end of the building, and he's got a 4-wheeler with a plow. And every time the snow slides off the roof, you know, it builds up in front of my garage door, and the plow guy doesn't keep up on it, but he does, because of course. Well, actually, a lot of the time his doesn't slide down as much because his end isn't heated, but my end is, so a lot of mine does keep sliding down, and he keeps keeping it clear, so then, you know, it doesn't freeze overnight. And then if I do have a job in the morning, I don't have a big ice hump, speed bump, you know, I could really do some damage on a little car like my neon, you know. I won't be able to get my neon in here. Pretty much every time I've come here, I've never had to shovel. That's why I've never actually broke down and bought a shovel for the shop. I mean, I can afford a shovel, really. I mean, if it really come down to it. I think one day I did bring the shovel from home, just in case, and I think I ended up using it that day. But, you know, it was actually still snowing and stuff, and, you know, I knew it was probably going to be pretty bad, but, I did get the rest of the front of Dad's boat all cleaned up, scrubbed. She turned out good. So you guys, you know, you'll have to watch previous video of what it looked like before. But yeah, she cleaned up pretty nice. So got to vacuum it, which that's going to be the very last thing to do. This side is scrubbed. I got to scrub the back. I still got to do the fin. Dad said there's some special black paint I have to buy, and then he already paid me for it, but is there probably a special primer? It looks like there's a primer over there. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sand that down, and we'll reprime it and repaint it. That'll be the last thing I do. I still gotta scrub this back, get rid of that line. And then scrub this side of it. So I might kind of work on that today, but I'm running a $10 car wash special on Facebook, so that's why I'm here. And then I've been filling out these some business cards I'm going to put on the cars out here in the trailer park for a $10 detailed wash plus clean all glass. And these are the car washes for the neighbors. And then I was gonna do 1 free car wash, but I'm gonna take these to an auto body shop that's down the road, probably about a mile or so. This guy's been in business for a long time, and I've heard good things about him. And so that guy with a Holden actually knows him pretty well, and said, you know, yeah, you should go down there. And I thought, yeah, I should go down there. So I'm gonna go down there today. I'm gonna give him these 2 free car washes, and he can do whatever he wants. If he wants to bring his vehicle in, and you know, it's not like a real professional shop, you know, kind of like I don't know. He's a cheap shop, I guess. I mean, I don't want to say cheap, but he's a budget shop, an affordable shop. That's what he is. That is a good word. I got to remember that instead of saying, you know, yeah, cheap was wrong. I gotta apologize. I apologize. I beg my pardon. Um, so, yeah, an affordable body shop. You know, he's just in it to make a living. You know, he's not. From what I understand, you know, he's not the. You know, he doesn't drive a fancy car or anything like that. So, go down there and talk to him. You know. Even see if he, you know, offer my extra hands, you know, if I'm not working and he needs somebody, you know, to help him put a bumper cover off or whatever. And I mean, if he's willing to pay for my gas, you know, willing to pay me it, you know, cash, whatever, do that. So, yeah. Gone through a fairly good amount of the business cards. I had 250. These are pretty thick stock, so they seem like, but yeah, probably gone through a quarter of it. You know, some of it's at Jess's shop now, and I gotta give my dad some. Saturday night he's taking me and Jess out for our birthdays. We were gonna go out last Saturday, but just didn't work out. So we're gonna go this Saturday and go out for dinner, and yeah, he's gonna pay me for 2 gold details. For one for the Honda CRV and then one for the Lincoln, and so that'll help out. I'm gonna put that towards my water bill. I'll be having a water bill come up because I opened one up here the other day, or you know, like a week or 2 ago, and it's for September to December 31st. Right? September 30th. October, yeah, so that's 3 months. $94. Or $93. Previous was 94. So, yeah. A little behind on that, but so, you know, January, February, March, I'll be getting a bill here soon. But, you know, I'm gonna Monday make a payment of $300. And hopefully, you know, they won't be shutting me off, because when I was out here washing my grandma's car, there was a City of Eau Claire truck parked right outside there. Oh, that was weird. That freaky. Oh, then it disappears. But yeah, he was parked out in front of the other garage door. I was like, oh crap. And here, shut my water off. Oh, I should turn this down now. It's warmed up. Turn it down to 60. We'll keep her at 60 while I go cruise over to that guy's place and visit with him a little bit. Put a sign on the door that I'm nearby, and just give me a call in case somebody does stop by for a car wash. But you know, a lot of people are working today. You do got some people, you know, like my dad, you know, he's off today. You know, he works Sunday nights, you know, Sunday night to Thursday nights. You know, some people have Fridays off. So, you know, I got the special going till like 6. because if I got a person that comes in at 6, it's going to be 7. Depending on how dirty it is, it could be even 7:30 by the time I'm done with it. So hopefully I can get some in today. I really need some cash. And yeah, what else? Oh, Thursday morning, Chippewa County Housing, the lady that did the initial home inspection, she showed up with the roofer, and picked out the color of our shingles. Now, I think sometime next week, she said we'll be going down to the courthouse, sign some paperwork, and then they'll be starting. So the roofing guy said, my roof's so bad, I'm losing so much heat. There isn't much snow up there. There's like 2 little spots they'd have to shovel off on the lower level. Up on the 2nd story, there isn't any snow at all up there. So they could be starting by this time, next week or something. So that'd be awesome. It's supposed to cool down a little, I think, in the next week, but we'll see. They are only going to insulate the 2nd story. I kind of screwed up with that in a way. With the insulation deal I did, when I did talk to Lance from Rock and Tate, I told him, if he could do an estimate on doing just that 2nd story, and then the other estimate, the 2nd story and the other part, the lower level roof. And so yeah, that's what they did, but I forgot to do it with this other guy, and so yeah, and so that guy brought it up, and Pat was like, oh, so you don't want this part insulated? And I was like, well, I do, but I knew it was going to be a lot of money, so I just mentioned about just doing the 2nd story. I forgot to forgot about doing, an estimate of the whole thing. I mean, I don't think we would have done the whole thing anyhow. I mean, it would be nice since the roof's going to be off. I mean, it's going to be probably a better quality job. But in a way, I don't know, I don't have that money, and then we already have to come up with that $50 a month payment, and I imagine it'd probably go up to maybe $75. If we were to do all the other insulation. I really don't think we'd save that much money in heating costs. And if it comes down to it, I'll go up there myself in the attic. There's 2 access points, one out in the front enclosed porch and one in the kitchen. I'll buy some, blow-in insulation or roll insulation. Sometimes you come across good used stuff on Craigslist. Stuff left over, they had too much and they got brand new rolls left over, and they're selling them for like $2 less a roll than what they sell them at Menards. So, I can do that, if I have the extra cash, that's if business is doing good. So yeah, but then later on, we went and got our taxes done. Oh my Lord. I mean, the lady that does our taxes is so awesome. I mean, she found us some money, so we got a little bit back, but oh my Lord, it was just way worse than the year before. I really brought her business down, I really brought us down. So, I was pretty upset. Almost ready to give up yesterday, but I'm just gonna keep pushing on this summer. The vinyl wrap things, I think that's already helped a little. A lot of it right now is the weather. We've had a late spring. This time last year, I think right now, with working with Nick, I would be busy. I would have a job right now, I bet. but it's just people are holding off a little bit. You know, I'm just at least trying to get these car washes in, even though it's all sloppy and stuff, but it's still good to get all that salt off that's on there, that's been sticking on there all winter. Because when you're going through these puddles and stuff, you know, that's reactivating that salt, and, you know, it's just, you know, a lot of you guys know how that works. You know, the rust just, it's nice to get it cleaned out. But, oh well. So, wow, 15 minutes already? I gotta go. Thanks for following along and commenting on my previous videos and that. I noticed a lot of people didn't watch my pubic hair and poop stains. I should have put a disclaimer, you know, no poop or pubic hair was harmed in the making of this video and was not shown. So, but yeah, so alright, well, I'll be back if anything interesting happens. Alright, well, I'll take you guys along with me, I guess, just for the hell of it. A little driving video.
Before just north of Bloomer, check out WillysRV.com.
Not a bad day out today. I don't know what time it is. I forget my phone. No, I got it. It is 11:18. Yeah, we'll go cruise down. Go down to the guy's body shop, and then on the way back I hit a couple of the bars, just get rip-roaring drunk. No, you know, usually they got bulletin boards and stuff. And yeah, as a detective or what? We got Missy's bar right here, and that Halley Bar and Grill. A lot of nice vehicles at the Halley Bar and Grill, and they're looking pretty clean. So that's something I can offer to these places, you know, since they're so close. If they're going to be there for, you know, an hour, hour and a half, I can wash their vehicle, come pick it up, drop it off for them when it's done. You know, bar makes, you know, money because they're guys sitting there, you know, drinking. There's another place right here on the right called Slim's, Lake Valley Tavern. Stop there too. They're pretty close. There used to be a bar further down, but they closed up. There's the road I take home all the time. Well, this old motor has some fresh black marks. Stay away from the drama. You know, I just stay out of that. Craig's. Well, oh, what time is it? I think it's 2:30 if that clock's right. So I went and did my driving around. Stopped at Craig's Auto Body. Man, he's busy. But he actually was able to talk to me quick, and you know, he asked me about steam cleaning. You know, I really wish I could get a steam machine. But you know, I asked about the engine detailing and all that kind of stuff. Shampooing. I told him I had that Bissell, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's actually a good machine for, you know." So I might get some work from him. One of the customers that he was helping asked for my business card, so that's cool. You know, when I told Craig that, well, where I get my supplies from at CCS Distributing, he's like, "Oh yeah, from Gary and that." So you know, he knows I use good materials. So bonus. Stopped at that Slim's bar. I guess, you know, I've seen this posted on Facebook where these bars are having meat raffles. You know, at first I don't really understand it, but I guess, you know, there'd be a prize, and it's like $5 a ticket basically to get this prize. So I'm gonna do that with Slim's, and then you know, I did give him a bunch of business cards and explained to her about the car wash. You know, $15 for the car wash, and then I just mentioned about pickup and delivery. And well, when I first walked up, there must be some more snow falling off the roof. But actually, when I first walked up, there's two guys smoking a cigarette outside, and one guy's, you know, an older guy, got the big long white beard, you know, and he said something about my hat as I was walking up. You know, what did your hat say with all them cool colors on it? Because the Briggs the detailing part's kind of, you know, it's kind of light. You know, when it's, I had actually, oh, let's see if I, this is actually the hat I was wearing, so it's pretty clean, so it's a little brighter. And yeah, I only paid $10 a hat for these and then I, you know, that's from the place I got my banner, which they overcharged me on the banner, so I guess that's why they can do the hat so cheap. Well, they probably only pay $5 a hat or something, $7 a hat. But so yeah, you know, and then there was another guy standing out there too, and I walked up, you know, I said, "It's my detailing business, Briggs Detailing. I have a shop just down the road." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I know where that is. You're right off of Hogarth Street." So that's cool. You know, he kind of knew about me already, and so like, you know, gave him a business card. The other guy, you know, asked. He's got a quad cab dually pickup truck. He owns his own flooring business. Out of Chippewa too, and so yeah, and then gave them both estimates. You know, the one guy's got PT Cruiser, 200 and some thousand miles on it, 210 I think he said. It had more than my Neon, and but it, you know, it was a decent looking vehicle from the outside. You know, black and, you know, not all rusted out or nothing. You know, friggin' he opened up the back door on the driver's side, and it's supposed to be like two-tone gray, a light gray and a dark gray, and it was just like, boy, it was like you took coffee with some creamer in it, so it's a little light coffee, and you dumped it all over on the door panel. It was just so just yellow and just from nicotine. And you know, and all the seats were folded down, so I'm sure the seats, you know, in the back weren't very good. The seats, the driver's seat was just terrible. He asked about shampooing it and all that. So basically, gold detail, which normally is $150. I told him $200, but you gotta get me more work, you know. You know, spread the word once I get it done, and you know. He's like, all right, I'll think about it. You know, I don't think he will, but the other guy, I think, well, with the flooring guy, he just wants basically the inside done, you know, and then wash the outside, so it'd be a bronze detail. I told him $95. So, well, then I went in the bar with him and talked to the bartender. Well, then the guy from the flooring place come up, sat at the bar, you know, stool next to me, and started actually talking about the meat raffle thing. And the bartender was like, yeah, you know, but so I have to go back there sometime, and the manager's available to talk and stuff. When I had more time, I didn't really have a whole lot of time. I wanted to get back to the shop, you know. I still had the two other places to stop at, and so then I stopped at the Halley bar, and manager wasn't there. I talked to one of the bartenders. Yeah, I started explaining her the car wash and stuff, and I got this weird reaction from her. She like reached out her arm, and she was like, "Oh, I like this guy already," or something. I was like, "Okay," but so yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I left my business card. There's two ladies there, so both of them know about me, so either way, hopefully he'll get the message and either call me. But if I don't hear from him, you know, Monday I'm going to be busy. One of my detail guys, one of my customers I did at Black Lucerne, I went and pulled staples out of the ceiling for him too. Monday we're going to go get a new chair. He got a new Lazy Boy recliner. So we're going to go get that, meet there about noonish probably, and then, which is in Eau Claire, and then take it to his place, and then take out his old chair, bring it here, and then I'm ripping off all the fabric, and he wants the cushion material. I guess he had when the fabric wore out, they had it redone and put $300 worth of better foam in it, upgraded the foam in it, so he wants to keep that foam, but then I'll get the rest of the chair, I guess, scrap. Plus he'll pay me good, I think. I mean, he even told me today, he's like, yeah, you know, I'm willing to help you out and give you some work. I've been telling my friends about you, and you know, you do good work, and you're not out to make it rich, and so that's cool. Just got a phone call from Dean a little bit ago. He's going to be swinging by. He's busting out of work a little early, and needs oil change. Well, he just wanted to stop by and visit, and wondering where I was, if I was at home or at the shop, and told him, yeah, I was here, and then I was like, yeah, I got the shop all heated up if you need a car wash or you need to do anything on your car quick. And he's like, well, he's got the Ford Bronco, or he's got a full-size, older full-size Ford Bronco, a red one. I think I might have it on a previous video. It's weird, I was looking through some videos of my past videos and I can't find them. I thought I had one where I had like 2 turkeys flying out of my side of my mom and dad's yard, in between my parents' house and the neighbor's house, and I think it was labeled like I saw 2 flying things or something like that, I don't know, but I can't seem to find it, because it had a shot of my dad when he was, my dad was talking about my procrastinating, and then I was showing the old welder that I have. old stick welder, and I was trying to find that video, but I can't find it. So, but yeah, Dean's on his way over. He's gonna change oil in his truck, so do that. But, I think if we pull him up far enough, it is a short truck, if it was his other car, that Grand Marquis, yeah, I couldn't do another car wash, but I think if it's a smaller vehicle, I should be able to fit it behind the Bronco. I don't imagine him having to jack it up or anything. It's four-wheel drive. But yeah, so, and then I stopped at Missy's bar, but they were just packed for lunch, so it was like 11:30 by then. So they were busy. I knew that, and then so I came back here. That's when actually Dean, the other Dean, my past customer, called me about seeing if I was at the shop. He wanted to stop, talk to me about that. No, he's the one that wants me to wash the exterior of his house too. Go there with I got a stiff bristle brush that I want to use on the RV, and we'll scrub down the side of his house. Otherwise, I haven't done a single car wash. Nobody stopped by that I know of. When I got back, I was waiting for the other Dean to show up. He said it wouldn't be till after 1, so it was 11:30, quarter to 12 when I got here, so I took a nap. Just took a desk nap. And I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night, so yeah, I don't know what else. Hopefully I can stop by Craig's again sometime. I like to talk to him some more. Even offer my extra set of hands, if he needs it. Be a nice guy to connect with and, be friends with. I've heard he's a really nice guy, really cool. So, I'll send him body work, because I really don't want, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Don't know what else. I was talking to Nick last night, the vinyl guy, and he's gonna be looking for a bigger shop, something with bigger doors, and he's willing to, let me use his shop, run my detailing business out of his shop. And I basically work for him, for nothing, for partial rent, depending on what rent is. I told him, for me to move, it'd have to be $400 a month in rent, no more than that. So he's gonna keep his eyes peeled. So he goes, yeah, they don't pop up overnight. I said, well, actually they do, because mine did. I was checking it almost every day in the spring. Starting in January, pretty much. I was pretty much always looking on the commercial properties, and then in the local newspaper online, and then some of the realty companies, they have these commercial properties they own, and they lease out, whatever. So, I was always checking with those, and all of a sudden this one come up on Craigslist, it would be nice to have more visibility though, you know, and that's what he wants too, you know, something where he can have a wrap on his vehicle too, you know, and have it sitting right out front, and, you know, in a high traffic area, you know. He is going to check on that old Pristine Detailing, that shop there. I mean, that would be a really nice place for both of us. So, you know, it's got 2 big bay doors and then 1 smaller bay door. So, you know, it would work out pretty sweet. You know, I don't know what the rent is on something like that though, you know. I know Chilson Auto, they own it, and I'm sure they own it free and clear, you know, so, you know, I'd be willing to work for them also, you know, to help pay the rent, you know, if they'd be willing to do that. But I have to really rely on that other business though to actually bring in the cash so I could pay for the supplies, you know, to you know, I can't be just doing all these free jobs basically. I mean, kinda, you know what I mean, you know, and then I run out of car wash soap, and what am I gonna do, you know? So man, freaking that vinyl guy, he's got 2 big jobs. He's got this passenger bus from I'm gonna shut off. He's got you know, that a passenger bus for a veterans home, and then he's got a big cube van, I think, to do. He's gonna be making a lot of money on just those 2 jobs, but can't find a place to wash them, you know, a warm place. So he doesn't want to go to Banbury. It doesn't get warm enough in there. Really, with other people opening and closing the doors, he's kind of in a common area. So, yeah. So that would be nice. That would be an awesome spot for me. I mean, thousands of people drive on that road. I mean, I've driven it. That's where I almost wrecked the pickup. It's right by Walmart. There's a Farm and Fleet there. All the car dealerships are there. So even I don't really have to go to the car dealerships. I mean, they'll see me right out there. You know, I'm sure the whole front of the shop, it has basically kind of an office area, because it used to be a car lot, and it's all glass. So, you know, he could do the vinyl stuff on all that glass frontage, you know, something bright, something that's gonna pop, you know. I think there's like 6 panels, big panels of glass. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, so these dealerships would be like, man, we got this overflow, you know, hey, right across the street, man, there's that shop, Briggs Detailing, you know, let's go give them a call, you know, that would be awesome. You know, but I'm guessing that place is going to be over $1,000 a month, plus the heat, you know, from what I understand, is oil heat, you know. You know, I don't have money to upgrade or, you know, to buy a heater or anything, you know. Like, I'm thinking, you know, in the smaller garage area where 90% of my work is going to be, you know, doing like one of those turbo heaters or whatever, you know, propane heater, kind of like what Slow SRT uses in the wintertime. But, you know, I don't really like that either, you know. I like this type of furnace system that I got, you know. It's freaking awesome. And floor heat would be kick-ass. That would be really kick-ass. yeah, this is gonna be a long video. I'm gonna go though. I rambled on a lot on this one, so everybody have a good one. Well, it's almost 5:30. Dean left about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I was just trying to think of a title for today's video on stepping out of my comfort zone. It's pretty much how today went. With, you know, talking to the Craig guy from the auto body place, you know, and with other people around. I stumbled, but I don't think it hurt me. When I went to Slim's, you know, I had both those guys when I first walked up. Both of them were talking to me at the same time, so I kind of went silent, you know, because I was just trying to run through what my head, you know, who do I respond to first, you know, or you know, trying to think of, well, how much would I charge, you know. The PT Cruiser, that was a hard one to, you know, judge. Probably should even be more than 200 maybe, but you know, sometimes, you know, 200 is better than no 100. That's almost, you know, a good chunk of my rent. Then talking to the bartender at Slim's, and then going to the Halley Bar and Grill. Talking to the two different people there, actually. Well, you know, I first walked in and I was just getting ready to talk to her. My phone rang and I had to answer it, so I had to turn around and walk back out the door. So I don't know, I hope she understood I had to answer it. I mean, I did say, you know, thank you for calling Briggs Detailing. How can I help you today? And I was still inside the bar, so I'm kind of hoping she heard me and why I had to take the call. So because when I came back, she was busy, I think, closing out the register, and then there was another lady there, and that's who I talked to. That was the one that seemed like she was flirting with me, but I'm wishful thinking. I wonder if that's more snow falling off the roof. But yeah, that was, you know, I stumbled there a little bit, but I don't know. I didn't get anything accomplished here. I mean, I should have worked on the boat. Dean did show up, but he never did change the oil. He said he stopped at O'Reilly's to get the filter, and like it was busy or how, so he said screw it. So we just visited for a little bit. He brought me a Heineken. I drank about half of it, and yeah. Not much of a beer person, so it's alright. Have a little beer, smoking a lot of cigarettes, sprayed some cologne on me. Nobody's gonna show up, you know. I didn't do a single one today, so no biggie, I guess. They'll come. You know, at least I did. I got out of my comfort zone a little bit today. It was a big step for me. Hopefully, I made some money. You know, I didn't make it today, but hopefully, I'll make it in the next couple weeks. You know, especially if I do that meat raffle thing, that would really help out. I think I'm gonna do like 50% off any service, or and a free bike detail, especially at Slim's. It's a big bike bar. Usually, I know in the summer I drive by there and there's a lot of bikes out there, but you know, it's stepping out of my comfort zone. I stopped there once, but I didn't really stay and talk. It just kind of, you know, I'd like to drop off a business card and have a detail shop down the road, and you know, this time I did better. And it was cool meeting this guy, the flooring guy. You know, he brought up that meat raffle thing, so I think that would be some good. So I think I'll do a free bike detail. You know, it's normally I would charge $70 for something like that, but hey, I bet if I do an awesome job on that free detail, he leaves from here and he goes straight to Slim's to go have a beer, and it's gonna be sitting out in front of there, with, you know, maybe a dozen other bikes, and man, your bike looks nice, you know. Did you just get her cleaned up? Did you do it yourself? Or no, I just come from Briggs Detailing, he's just down the road, you know. I was joking with Dad. I was like, yeah, he'll leave and he'll come back, and, or, you know, about an hour later after he leaves, I'll have like 6 bikes pull up. I hear him rumbling down the road. That'd be sweet. I don't really like doing bikes, but I mean, I do, but I don't. That's when that little stool comes in real handy. Oh, I'm just down like this the whole time, and I would rather do a car, or, you know, a semi, or I'd rather go up and down a ladder, really, than sit in a chair like that, crouch down. I get really stiff. It's even worse. But going up and down that scaffolding, like when I did Dad's RV, oh my God, my knees were just racked for like 4 days at least. It was hard for me to go up and down the stairs at the house. I didn't have any work. I was in the fall, so I was kind of lucky. I mean, that's kind of, you know, that was the only benefit about being slow there. But yeah, I'm trying, you know. And Nick's talking about finding a bigger place. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but you know, there's a possibility of me moving to the old pristine place, so that would be awesome. Yeah, I was talking about that. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. Yeah, it's 5:30 now, so. Not much else, I guess. Gonna go out with the parents at 5, I guess. So, have dinner. Give them a bunch of business cards. Dad's gonna post some on the west side of Eau Claire, so that work. So I want to thank everybody for, you know, all the great comments and the motivation. I haven't been able to watch as many videos as I want. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys notice, but I'll, you know, watch. Like, I won't watch for a while. You probably don't notice I don't watch, but my comments will be like, you know, 3 videos in a row, you know. Try and watch at least 2 videos, and then I'll switch to another channel, watch 2 videos, try and catch up on everybody. I hope, Preston, I hope you get better. I haven't, you know, the last update was just where you showed a picture of him, he's sleeping in the hospital, so I hope they find out what's wrong with you and, you know, get better. I know how it is. Yeah, so I guess, thanks again. Thanks for watching. And, I appreciate it a lot.